ask you guys why you've added your voices to Key Life and why you're a part of this ministry. And I think I'll start with a guy that you all know very well. He's been with Key Life a very long time. He's a board member. He's an author. He's the executive director and founder of Forge, a men's ministry right here in the city of Orlando. And you've heard him every week for I don't know how many years, but every Friday he's on the Q&A with Steve on Key Life. Pete Alwinson. Pete.
Hey, how you doing? Hi.
Pete, you've been with Key Life a long time. Why does this ministry matter?
Oh, man. Well, it mattered when I was a pastor because I needed a mentor, and I was on vacation down in South Florida and went to Key Biscayne and heard Steve for the first time and met him, then got back to New England and said, man, I need a mentor like that. And so I wrote him a note, and I said, would you mentor me via letters? And then when I come down, would you meet with me? And I knew he would say, no, the guy's too busy. But he said yes. And so how did it make a difference in my life? Because I began to understand grace in a deeper way. And the gospel matters, right? The gospel matters. And it's so easy for the gospel to become religious. And how easy that is to go to what Jesus does for us to what I can do for Jesus. And so I think that's the big deal for me is that Key Life and Steve's ministry in my life help keep grace on the surface, keep developing me as a man and then as a pastor. But then how does that affect growth? We get religious and then we think, well, we grow up by doing all these things for God. Mm-hmm. And what I've learned over the years is that it really is grace that energizes growth, that it is the gospel that sets us free and keeps us growing through every phase of life. So it matters because the gospel matters, and grace and Key Life keep the gospel fresh. And particularly with guys that I'm working with right now, boy, guys, we're so performance oriented. It's what do we accomplish every day? And the gospel, grace helps us remember that we're God's deeply beloved and redeemed sons. So it matters.
So you can kind of point those guys to Key Life and say, hear these voices, right?
Yeah.
Hear the gospel through these guys.
That's right. That's right.
It's great. Thanks, Pete.